Ember versus Queen, just always a really good hero to have. Get the Mage Slayer.
That's great.
I would have to say that I give a bit of an edge to BSJ and friends here. I think their lineup looks really nice. As the Rasta is chasing over on the Oracle, they could come in with a hammer and slow him down a bit. Could deal some damage, but slightly too late. Dazzle though.
Well, Sammy Boy missed his first meld. And he seems very animatedly pissed at it. And shards on the Dazzle there. Newsham steps up, and it seems like Monkey's not super happy to fully commit, but now they force Metamorphosis. It is a full retreat time. Try and Spirit Siphon, regen a little bit more. Monkey's a touch away from death, and he will fall.
Okay. I mean, it worked out there. The Poison Bloom, he did actually bounce it from the Tusk onto a DP and immediately swap targets with a Blood Grenade. Still looking for it as a Rasta, but it's difficult when you're outranged so much. Dawnbreaker cooldown on W. That's going to be hard for him to fight now.
Good shackles, though, keeping Sammy Boy away from the Dawnbreaker kill. And down the bottom lane, Monkey's being sliced by the TB. Newsham able to help out to kill the Dazzle off. And he's able to get away from the TB grab as well.
Yeah, not too much crazy action, but we do have the first ticket purchased by Oracle going through the gate, heading down bottom.
I just feel like the Dire are like getting a slight edge, and this glyph play fortifying the creeps that allow the dive on the tower. Newsham and Monkeys on the Terrorblade. They trade the Tusk for it, and DP shackled under this tower, but because they glyph the creeps, they're still alive to tank the shots. So now Zexy and Monkeys can turn and fight. Dazzle trying with his Shadow Shaman to bring the DP down, but she's healing up quite a lot. There's another round of shackles here, lacking the damage to finish her off. And the Oracle in the back is sniping out Dazzle. Another Fortune's End to stop the Shadow Shaman chasing. And Monkeys is fine to get out of here. Or is he? Or is he? Oracle dying to the TP in the back. And I thought DP had TP, but it's cooling down. It's about ready now, but Ame, the Shadow Shaman in behind the Death Prophet, juking around the trees, ring around the Rosie, and now Whitewater rafting. Monkeys forever grinning. He knows he can taste freedom. He can taste the light at the end of the tunnel, but he's been surrounded by three in the river. The Boglets will not save you. They can deny you, but they won't. Down goes Monkeys, while Newsham has sniped out a Dawnbreaker in the top lane.
Annihilate has no mana, very deep here. He throws a Remnant, but there's nothing you can do about that. Magic Stick still cooldown.
Yeah. Dazzle's just going to punch him down. Poison Touch on him. Keep the clicks going. And he put that Queen of Pain in her place. Back in Fountain where she belongs. But Annihilate then meets the other two members. Just whenever DP has that ulti, I won't be using that. So, oh my god, the damage onto this Queen of Pain. She puts it back on the Newsham and the Grave. Does this allow a blink away? It does not. So now Annihilate opens up with some massive damage onto the two supports. Solar Guardian coming in to try and save them, but they've all moved away from the area. So Annihilate can just get a double kill. Remnant forward, look for a triple. Ame. He's dead. A triple kill for your mid-Ember, and Monkeys has used Exo for tier 1 as well. Easily swinging from team fight to kill to objective.
The only thing that went really well for Radiant was that safe lane. They managed to get some nice plays around the Poison Touch, but now it's kind of hard.
Shackles and Sonic Wave. Temper Assassin dropped to about 20% of her HP as the Queen of Pain blinks in. Newsham going to sacrifice himself, though, to keep the TA alive alongside that false promise. While Dazzle, backstab, Monkeys Forever has come in from behind. Exo and Spirit Siphon. Hang on, she's pretty low on resources, but Templar Assassin's the one getting hit from high ground. Walks into the Terrorblade. Annihilate now jumping away. BSJ and friends not respecting the damage output of GG team. TT Geam.
The team.
Yeah, the Terrorblade is going to chase down the Death Prophet now.
DP
still going. DP turns the kill off the Dawnbreaker. Barely finds it. Going to pay with her life. A double kill for OK.
Very nicely played by Monkeys Forever in that fight, to be honest. Turning around and managing to get a lot of work done, despite the Oracle ulti not being used on him as well. It's a nice way to deal some AoE damage. They scan him. Ame might find him.
Getting close. There's the wraparound shackles. Starbreaker comes into play, and the TA's dead.
Big pick off right in front of the tower.
Tier 2?
Huh? Rapid to go behind though.
But now
the
reverse tip. Yeah. Yeah, Sammy Boy was tipping his TB before, now returned in kind. Shadow Shaman, though, has been found as the Queen of Pain blinks in with the Solar Guardian being
Silence, cancel it.
cancelled. Silence cancels it for Monkeys Forever. And on the right-hand side, Oracle gonna false promise himself. The big flaming ball above his head, though, means he's about to pop and die. Zexy gone. Annihilate, though, chasing the Queen of Pain, misses the slight. Has he got chains in a second? He does. He catches the quap. Snowball forward. A bit of damage needed. The chain stuns are just about there.
That was so close to him living, but that was with the missed Sleight of Fist. DD Room played a very big factor in that fight, though.
Maybe they can regroup and play together, but DP is quite distant, and Dawnbreaker, of course, has this global ultimate to join in. So if TTG are able to find a catch on this Templar Assassin, Ame with the Dawnbreaker helping out, or on Sammy Boy, but there's a silence and a turnaround for the DP. New Refraction is up. They turn, Melt Strike, good damage back, and Dawnbreaker dead. Ame also in trouble here, getting tagged up by Monkeys, and a blink back in from the TA clears him out.
Very scrappy, so split up in this fight. People going on different targets, and I think we might see the Dazzle get caught as well as they're running him down.
Long range Fortune's End, channeled up for days as they'll snowball onto the Dazzle. TP out. He's found. Sentry placed so they actually see him through the glimmer.
Yeah, they also had to make space on the bridge there as Newsham wanted to get forward, but he has face boots, so gets himself close enough.
For a Dota event, just because that hotel was cracked. I was very fortunate to go back last year.
Blink onto the DP, she doesn't have Oracle.
Yeah, I mean, Terrorblade just going to whack into her and kill her off in the duration of the shackles. Easy as that. When you come out of a pause, you lose momentum, you forget where enemy heroes are.
Didn't prognosticate that, gang.
No, did not.
Oracle messed up, or did the Prophet not see it coming? I don't know which. None of them had any clue, Garrett.
Oh, nice play from Newsham here. If that connects properly, but a Sonic Wave pushback. Damage is huge. They're going to turn on the TA and kill her off. That looks so sick, because Newsham saw and waited for the Queen of Pain to start blinking away for his snowball to chase, but they bit off way more than they could chew. Keep poking head into chat, and there's always someone asking, where's BSJ?
Where is BSJ?
Where is BSJ? He's not here. He is not Reaper. That's Sammy Boy. I'm not even sure if Queen of Pain, do we have the damage? The Solar Guardians come in, and this Queen of Pain's pretty healthy. She's going to be able to Sonic Wave in a moment when one shot is ready. Stays alive. That silence, you're right, stays for such a long time. Ember Spirit now can open up on the supports. No chance to Grave, and Dazzle's disconnected at the worst possible time.
Oh, I think, yeah. They're pinging out that the Dawn could be a potential kill.
Grave, Glimmer, Annihilate, getting hit by this TB pretty hard. A Remnant away, so he doesn't get the Dazzle kill, while Monkeys Forever deciding to step up and tank a few TB hits, then realize not a place he wants to be any longer.
The barrier.
No entry.
But this is their chance to go and take a fight, and Ame blinks into everything. Maybe a little bit too early.
Yeah, needs the rest of his team to come in, but he's already been picked off quickly. And BSJ and friends now have the option to, stick around, TP to outpost, take control of this area back with the high ground ward they've got, and cut out the wave. Really carving their space here.
Oh, look at kick up.
What's going on there? TB's drifting all over the place. He's been stunned up. Grave comes in though, as Zhao will turn around and fight back with the Sonic Wave. The heals, the sustain. They keep the Ember alive with a false promise as Newsham dies. Annihilate. Oh, he's being healed up. Looks like he's going to be okay. Back to full. Okay. Does blink in with the BKB going, but they're lacking control right now.
The Gem Oracle, though, could be a
slips away. Well. Oracle, the one that's being eyed up, but I don't know. It's dangerous to keep chasing this. Look at where the TA sat, where the Ember's coming from. Radiant, very, very tentative with their approach. This is where having an Ember Spirit really comes into play. He can be wide out on the map, pushing lanes, then rejoin. Something Dawnbreaker would love to be doing right now, but like you've been saying, right, that Solar Guardian cooldown is rough. That's a lot of damage quickly onto Sammy Boy. False promise required quickly. They turn off the Death Prophet now. Monkeys. Yules up into the sky. The Serpent Ward going to work, though. Big damage landing onto Monkeys and Newsham with a Terror Blade opening up. Arme about to drop. The DP still alive with BKB going with Ember Spirit. He's been shackled up, but he's going to break free. No mana left, though. Annihilate out of resources, but Newsham's come in with a kick and a punch. Terror Blade kicked around while in the back lines. Monkeys going toe-to-toe with the Queen of Pain. Annihilate and Zex are going to come in to finish her off. So 2 down on the Radiant side. Newsham's going to buy back, as are the double heroes on the Radiant.
And they're just not in time to move for it. They're bringing the smoke in right now, but Roche is already falling.
I don't get there in time. They just already picked up, and the TB does come in to try and fight. Push back Sonic Wave, but there's the Oracle save. DP in trouble. Where's she gone? Pops into the Nether Realm, Yules into the sky. BKB's up, but about to die. Terrorblade shreds her, while on the left-hand side, Shadow Shaman is found by the TA and Ember. Serpent Ward on the floor, very irritating to contend with. And Sammy Boy being hammered by the Dawnbreaker. DP and Oracle on the Queen of Pain, but there's Ember and Templar Assassin standing their ground, blowing up the Dazzle. Newsham could come in and maybe save, give Sammy Boy a better time here as they turn and pummel the Dawnbreaker down. I thought the TB was rejoining this, but he's bailed on it. He left the fight, ran through to mid. So Dawnbreaker is off to the left, ready with ult. Queen of Pain very forward, silenced and stunned, kicked back in towards them. BKBs and blinks away, but the TA jumps forward with physical damage until that grave stops them while Annihilate. He's dead. Godlike streak gone. Ember Spirit just disappeared there in the matter of seconds. They've got a slow on this TA now as well. Sammy Boy, another touch. Could slow him down to just bring him down here as the Dawnbreaker closes the gap with the help of the Shadow Shaman. Sammy Boy needs help big time. Oracle trying to pump the heals forward with this false promise going, allowing Sammy Boy to jump in aggressively onto the Shadow Shaman. The TB dealt with by the DP, sent away with a refresher up from Monkey. He can get another BKB off as they get on the Dazzle and kill him. Dead with no buyback, 2 minutes time. Dawnbreaker might be going the same way as well. Annihilate on there. With the Ember buyback, BSJ and friends able to get something done. And glyphing up the creeps so Monkeys can come in with the exorcism going. This is going to be mid lane for sure. Maybe even a bonus one as Crop goes in, trying to Sonic Wave the creeps, but they were glyphed and bannered up. So now Sonic Wave and BKB down, Queen of Pain blinking away. A risky move, and it doesn't pay off. Now TB has run in. Playing forward, but getting kicked around, stunned up, and no time or space to sunder. Now a buyback out of him and the Dawnbreaker. Solar Guardian to try and swing something back out of this. They catch onto the Tusk. He's trying to break free, though, with the help of the Oracle behind him, healing up, and Newsham, he's fine. Queen of Pain blinks in aggressively, though. TA turns with the damage, Snowball, and Newsham saved with a false promise. Okay, he's dead for 2 minutes.
Oh, that could be all they need. Can dive in even more now. Dazzle's up in 10 seconds. TB is chasing after Death Prophet, but all this kiting, the neutral item, the Yule Scepter, and even the armor, he's not really bringing her down.
And then just basically diving fountain at this point. TA trying to sideblade splash off of some of these traps. Ember Spirit jumping in and out of the fountain to try and burst down the Arme Shadow Shaman. Now he's got buyback available, and he's probably going to bloody have to use it now because they're losing all their buildings, and Sammy Boy's keeping the tips up. Showing Jack exactly how he feels.
Yeah, TB is just not part of this. He's going to cut the next wave, but does not do too much. GG gets called. They know that they are beat. End of the day, it's gonna be the BSJ and friends who take game here. That was a hard-fought battle, though.
Oh, that was 51 minutes of Dota 2, the video game. Actual gameplay.
I think you just need to be against a heavy spellcasting lineup, ideally against like some Leshraks or something, not against
big
this
spell damage.
Yeah, exactly. Not against this very physical damage lineup from the EXO and the TA as well.
Well, no funny business. We've got the offlane player playing the Tide, mid lane player playing the Ember Spirit.
And we have a carry Murta. I've been asking for it for the last 2 Murtas that we've seen, and now we get to see it.
And top rune's gonna get fought over.
Disruption.
CT Geam start with disruption. It's a big shockwave. Magnus gushed up. The hits are coming, and Newsham's dying quickly. Ursa comes in. Silencer actually gets the last touch there to find first blood.
Yeah, Cyber Dingson, they're gonna try and throw the blood grenade. Does not connect. A little bit too far away, and the Murta should be getting to safety here. Even with the slow from Ursa, I doubt that they should be able to. Oh wait, he's going left. That's a cycle move. He could have gone right to the tower, but he's actually running to the lane.
He also stopped to pick up the bounty rune. It didn't look like he clicked and shift queued it. He did this like little stutter step, which gave a bit of time there for the Radiant to catch up. Melee versus melee farm fest.
Yeah,
probably not going to be looking into mid until like minute 6, right?
No, it's pretty farmy. I mean, it's just last hits. Obviously, there are small outplays you can make here and there, but definitely not my favorite mid matchup. Meanwhile, instead,
hey, he's dead up top. The Reaper. He comes in with his axe to kill off the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, Silencer, meanwhile, doing a lot of damage, but the Lotus is still available. Silencer does not trade that well against the Magnus 1v1, and even DP coming in as well. Needs the help from Ursa, but Ursa has no HP to fight with.
Yeah, Ursa just gets crypt swarmed up. As Monkeys and Nusham get the Lotus. Good shockwave skewer. He gets both of them inside of it. Nusham nearly finds the double kill on his own.
He almost got him. If he got an auto attack out there on the Ursa after a skewer, could have gotten the kill.
That's what Nusham has done, you know. American moves over there, picks Magnus, shows us how to do it.
I've only been familiar about the UK Mars. I've seen a lot of those too, but I guess they're similar.
The UK Mars. Yeah. Not heard about that one. Bad. Monkeys getting munched on. This Ursa with a Furious Wipes gobbles up the DP, and Nusham. Wait, has he got skewer? Can he get out of here?
He might be dead. He has 8 seconds cooldown. Long time. I don't know. This is difficult to stop. Just gotta
no,
go
you
down.
can't stop it.
Good rundown coming in there. Gia putting those boots to good use, and that will get him the upgrade to face boots as well. In the end, the side lanes are going to be where the attention should go. Annihilate invades, finds Ame, runs straight past him, ignoring him.
Up at top. He's getting shackled and shot. There's Shadow Shaman and Muerta with a tiny arriving, kill the tide.
Yeah.
And what? Meanwhile, down bottom.
Invasion for the wisdom.
Okay, coming in. Monkeys forever getting swiped by the Ursa. Nusham is here though, could cliff him, puts him on top of the spire. Ursa's stuck forever now, but the Ember has arrived from the back end. Kills off the Death Prophet, and I Annihilate here to try and clean up the mess with a big avalanche toss. Kills off the Ursa who's up on top. Okay, do we have a Remnant to play with? No, we don't. There's a double kill for the Tiny.
Big damage coming in. That level 4 avalanche just doing work.
Ursa is the state police coming in to make sure you've got no chance.
State police coming in top as well as they're going behind Tiny. Looking at Tide and thinking maybe we can just burst this guy.
Oh, easily burst him. They would love to have Shadow Shaman level 6 here for a quick little Serpent Ward on the tower, but he's not quite there yet. And it's not fun at all.
Maybe
and there's no real threat on the DP anymore either, right? Like, bottom lane was Ursa Silencer actually threatening the Magnus and the DP. Ursa's walked in for this Arcane Rune, pops in rage, turns to munch on Tiny.
He's getting
Annihilate, Fairy Fire, toss up, send the Ursa back where he belongs, while the Silencer is going to get Shockwave skewered by Nusham for another kill.
Yeah, the swap they did where they put the Ember bottom and the Ursa stayed mid was really awkward for them. Now finally Ember is back towards the mid lane. He did see him. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's one of those games where it's like, oh, you survived, nice. But
where are you
wasn't
farming?
Dying just better?
Yeah, oh no. He's got to see him in time.
He's dead. See you, buddy.
Exactly. So he survived, kited for about 25 seconds, and then died afterwards. And that just feels like he had a longer death time, essentially.
The 2 cores run away.
You think that's what they were saying?
100%.
Oh. SD, gonna get tossed up.
Oh, tucked away from death, and Monkey's very thankful to grab that kill. Do we have Blink Mag yet?
No.
It's on Courier.
He doesn't have it on.
It's on Courier. That'll be really good here. We've got Blink Tiny though. Global Silence protects the Ursa from any further onslaught, but this is a devastating move from Monkeys Forever. Nusham gets the kill on Ja. Okay is in on this DP. She's healing up, but the Ancients are clapping her. Neutral Creep claims the life of the Death Prophet. While Shadow Shaman is caught up the Silencer, and Tiny with a 2-man avalanche toss. A few hits away from killing off Tide and Ember. I Annihilate though, he's going to get pummeled. Now with a Blood Grenade and a Blink RP, Nusham. Oh, he's done it to him. Gets on top of both the cores, gets the double kill. What more could you want from your Pulse 4?
Yeah, Nusham is having a fantastic impact this game, along with I Annihilate. The two of them just running around dealing so much damage in these fights.
Battle Fury Ursa is like required item to play the hero, and if you don't get there...
It is a required item. Oh no, Ursa, not again. The Avatos combo. almost getting blown up immediately. He's gonna try and turn around, but Tiny is not a hero you burst, so gotta be careful.
Meanwhile, Ember mid, he's being killed off with a skewer into the calling. The Silencer's gonna chase the Tiny back, so the Ursa does survive. Hey Google, is
Ursa.
a weasel a part of the bear family? Can he be a weasel? I don't think so. Weasels, badgers, otters, polecats, martens, grizzlies, and wolverines are all in a different family.
Said they don't think so. So they don't know. Okay. But now we have. There we go. Actual facts and truth, he's not a weasel. Yeah, honestly, can't remember last time I saw someone buy Battle Fury and not go for the cornucopia first. At least, you know,
it's wild.
Even PA players buy it. And that's when you know. Oh, the missed chance is coming in, but not enough.
And an RP on this Ember Spirit. It's all falling apart very quickly. 22-7, 14k lead. You know, we're starting to get a bit jokey with this one because it definitely feels like the wind has turned completely.
And I Annihilate, we can't keep up with all the kills this man is finding right now. He's just...
Where is he?
Well, I can tell you where Ursa isn't. Ursa got bursted again. Also having no raindrop against Tiny, just asking for trouble. So, damage coming in is too high.
If he's not buying cornucopia, he's not buying raindrops, is he? Let's be fair. Another toss back by Annihilate. He's tossed the Tide in. A risky maneuver in any other game, but in this one, it's the death of the watermelon. And Arme also found as a bonus kill.
Yeah, they're holding on, staying brave for now, but this is a tough game to hold on to in any sense of the word.
Ursa Battle Fury is like minute 11 or 12, right? So this is 5-6 minutes late?
Yeah, at least like a good 4 or 5.
Maybe a kill on Tiny here, though. Buys Battle Fury, goes to fight, kills Rock.
Okay. The start of something. Gets tipped immediately. There we go.
So Ursa isn't a weasel, but apparently he's a stonemason.
Ah, he carved him.
He did. Meanwhile, Nusham going to skewer the Tide in towards the rest of BSJ and friends. He has Ravage and 12-1 charges here to pop and maybe survive, but he decides not worth it. Now Blood Grenade and a chase forward. Zexy is very aggressive with Nusham alongside him. The disruption's going to cancel out the Blink Shockwave skewer play. He'll RP the Shadow Demon now instead. And an Ether Shock will finish him off.
And the Shockwaves.
You're committing so hard and you're not being punished.
Maybe.
No, you're right.
Maybe it can work out even without it, though.
If Monkeys walks into them,
he is under
Gush and Ravage. Just kill this DP. Silence on 3, though. Monkeys has backup coming as well. Look at Nusham. Positioning and waiting. The Global's expended. They haven't jumped in with the Magnus yet. They've sent Tiny forward to bait things out. Ravage, Nusham dodges it so we can jump in. 3-man Shockwave skewer back in towards the waiting arms of this Muerta who opens up. 3 dead. And no answer from TT Geam.
Is just looking absolutely unstoppable. They don't have the stun heroes as well to deal with a Muerta at this stage. Sure, she doesn't have BKB, but just Hurricane Pike alone is keeping her safe. Another grab by Nusham.
Really just demonstrating some despicable devastation here, demolishing his opponents. It's undeniable how good this guy is.
He discombobulated that poor Silencer completely. You thought you were a big brain, but Magnus just takes you for a ride.
Now straight onto the second lane. Another set of barracks. Oh, I don't mind if I do. DP with the ulti. Nusham doesn't even need to smoke or hide. He's just going in. Gets a catch on Tide. Toss back the Shadow Demon. 1 by 1. The easy pickings fall off the apple tree. Picked up by BSJ and friends. But a very well crafted draft here by BSJ. I've got to say.
Yeah, BSJ did great. The coach.
All of his panel work, all of his casting and stuff like that has really brought him to the forefront of Dota2 technology.
That's true. I did see him in the chat earlier. He's channeling his power. Yeah, he's so swole now.
Oh, our boy's stacked for sure.
Ursa gets spotted by Nusham. Nusham wants another skewer.
There it is. Poor little teddy bear.
Oh, global silence as well on cooldown. There's no way out.
It's the same thing with EG or Shopify Rebellion or GG called. They tap out. I mean, it's been over for a while. Let's be real.
Yeah.
22 minutes in, they lasted as long as they possibly could. But BSJ and friends, the upper hand in this series, taking them down 2-0.
Yeah, they call GG, and BSJ and friends did go into this game the favorites.
Yeah, well done to Fart Studios. Incredible stuff. 35-8 in a 2-0 victory over TT Geam. So they secure themselves that lower bracket semi-final slot against 4 Anchors and Dota Sama.